Hey everyone, I'm in FIFA 23 and I want to show you how to find lost players. So it's quite easy to send players to places and you go, what? Where did they go? So I'm going to cover some of the most popular ways that you can accidentally lose a player and how you can find them once again. So we're sitting in Ultimate Team here, and this is my starting 11 here, and then down just beneath we have these different things. We've got our subs, reserves. What I'll do, I'll flick off my camera now just so you can see clearly everything that we've got available here. So we'll just turn this off and go into things here. So the first thing that you may have accidentally done is sent a player to club rather than to squad. So the squad is made up of our main 11, our subs that we use in the game, and then also reserves that you can kind of flick in and out of here. So these ones aren't going to be available in a game unless I put them over here. So you can swap these around by pressing A. So you see down the bottom, so let's swap, that would be X on the PlayStation, and swap them with another one with the left stick here, swap them around. So now Son is in my subs here. And likewise, I could do the same on here. What is he? Actually, doesn't make sense because he's the left winger and I haven't got that. But let's say we wanted to chuck Mbappe in the main squad. We could go here, swap him with Ronaldo, job done. Now you can see that that messed up my chemistry because Mbappe is playing over in the French league and Ronaldo currently is playing in the Premier League, but who knows for how long. Anyway, so that's one possibility, but you're like, well, if I've moved them there, I know where they are, that's fine. Okay, well, what about if you'd accidentally done this? If you'd hit Actions, which is X, or Square on the PlayStation, you may have accidentally done this, Send to My Club. And this is an option, particularly when you buy a player on the transfer, or you've opened up a pack and it'll say where do you want to send them, and you may have sent them to club. Now if you do that, you're like, whoa, where did he go, man? I've just lost him. So this is our first obvious thing that's gone wrong. And if you look on the top tabs, club is on the top bar there, and if we hit right button, that would be R1 on the PlayStation, we can go into club, and these are all players that you own but are not currently sitting in your squad. So you can see when you play Ultimate Team, you end up with loads and loads and loads of players that you can use for squad building, or creating different squads to fulfill certain objectives. But there's just too many to show on the squad view. You end up with like hundreds of players. So Grealish has gone here. So this could be the first place that you'd seen a player. Now, because there are hundreds of players here, you may want to search in a particular way in the club view, and you can do that by hitting search, which for me is Y. So if you look on the bottom bar, Y is search for me, and that would be triangle on the PlayStation. And here I can search by player name, I can search by quality, position, or whatever. So if I say I want to see all, I don't know, let's go for all central defensive midfielders that I have that are in the league, Premier League. When I've done all of that, I hit Y to search, or triangle on another one, and those are those players that I have that are sitting in club that aren't in the main view. So let's say I really need Douglas Luiz in my squad. I hit A to swap, I press left button or L1 on the PlayStation, move to the position that I want to chuck him into, and press A again, and he will be swapped into the location here. So that is the most popular way you will have basically come up with people in the wrong location. So they're sitting in club and they're not in squad view. The next popular way that things can go wrong is you have accidentally sent them to the transfer market, or maybe you did want to do that but you forgot you sent them there. So if we go to the club view here, if I press Y to search, and I'll change the sort by to highest quick sell, what I'm going to do is send someone to the transfer market so you can see what happens. So it says Ericsson. Let's see whether he is worth anything. So let's just have a little look. Tradable player. I'm the first owner of him, so I can sell this guy. So I'm going to sell him just for you. So I'll hit X for actions. That would be square on the PlayStation. I could quick sell. If I do that, he is gone. Right. So there is a way of getting quick sold players back, but it's a bit more convoluted. But you can have a little look at my other videos if you want to recover quick sold players. But the more popular thing is to list on the transfer market. Now, before you do that, you could compare price. See what people are selling him at. Someone's selling him at 650, which seems so low for him. I don't get why some people are selling them so low. So let's just say, I mean, get 580 quick selling him. That seems daft to sell him at 650 for, it's just not worth the effort. So let's say we're going to list him. We do the starting price at whatever. We change the buy now price. I'm going to list it high because I don't actually want to sell him, but I just want to show you where he goes. How long you want to sell him for. And one thing to bear in mind is if you up this, you can't ever get that player back even if they haven't been purchased until this duration is finished. So if I have this duration on 3 hours, I have to wait 3 hours to get him back. And if somebody buys him in the meantime, I'm stuffed. I can't get him back. So you only want to be listing people you're really sure you want to get rid of. So let's go with that, and we'll list on the transfer market. He's probably not going to sell because people are selling him at $6.50 at the minute, which is bananas. That's a bargain for him. Anyway, when you've got that, you can either go left to the transfer market, but this isn't really where you can see stuff. So what you want to do is back out of here, back out again. So I'm using B to back out. That'll be circle on the PlayStation, I think. Back out again. And when you're on the home page of Ultimate Team, you want to go to the transfers section here. And when you're sitting in here, if you look at the transfer list, this is where you will see those players that you've got transferred. You see it says selling to. So if we jump into here, this is where they will show. So neither of these players can be got back from my selling capabilities at the minute because they have time left to run. If they have finished and they haven't sold, they will show over on the right hand side as unsold, and one of the options you can do is claim them back if you want to chuck them back in your squad. And again, you can send them to squad or send them to club. That's entirely up to you, but you can only do that there. So that's a possibility there. Another possibility is you've got the store, and if I just buy some players, let's just buy something for you. So we'll just go for a classic pack. We'll just buy this just for argument's sake. Buy years, I want to buy. You may have got some players, but you haven't finished dealing with them. So you can see I've got all of these here at the minute. But if I back out and say exit and sort items later, they will show sitting in the store there, but they haven't gone to my club or anything because I've not said where I want them to go. So then if you then go into the store and say you've got items to deal with, and brilliant, there's a guy called CAC. I can then move them here. So I could either move them all to quick sell. Remember, if I quick sell them, they are gone and I can't use them, or I could list them on the transfer market, or I can simply confirm them. So confirm them will chuck them into my team. So they'll be now sitting in my club, even though that wasn't clear where they went. But some, if you have two of the same, you can't do that. You have to sell them or list them on the transfer market. So this chap here, we could list on the transfer market, compare the price, just see what people are selling him for, 450, 350. So let's go with 250, list him on the transfer market. All is good. That's the main ways of finding out where your lost players are. Like I say, the only other one is if you've accidentally quick sold them. Actually, there is one other thing that can confuse you. Let's just cover that. If you have a lone player like these, and the way you can tell a lone player is they've got a little number down the bottom right, their badge. You see Bellingham here says 2. If that goes down to 0, you will get an option that says, do you want to convert them to a concept player, which basically means you get rid of them, but they'll be sitting somewhere that you can see them. And if you search concept players here and turn this on and search, this shows all the concept players available in the game. And basically a concept player is just a badge that you can use for planning purposes. You can't play with them. It's purely so you can create a squad and say, maybe this is my dream team that I want to work towards, but you can see all their spec and their stats and stuff like this. So I can see all of Ronaldo's details here, even though I don't own this particular card, and then debate whether I want this. So this is the Rule Breakers card, so slightly better than the Ronaldo that I've got. And you use them for planning. So it's possible that if you've sold a player or your loan is expired and you convert it to concept, that they are sitting there. That is it, my friends. That is all of the ways I can think of to find lost players in the game. I hope that was useful to you. If it was, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments welcome. I will turn my camera back on now to say bye-bye. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, have a little look at the rest of my videos. I've got loads of tutorials on FIFA 23 and FIFA 22 and FIFA 21 for that matter. I've been doing them for a while. Hopefully they're useful to you. If they are, do check them out. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much.